and Birmingham New Street. This train has 3 carriages. First class accommodation is at the front of the train.
So this used to be a little high street shop, maybe a butcher's, but they called it the Lamb Chop, but it's a hairdresser now. In the past, both Thomas Cromwell and Anne of Cleves owned the house. Not at the same time. Thomas was executed and then Anne received it.
Steak pie with chips and mushy peas. Lovely. And that's American pancake. It's blueberries.
Blackberries.
Blackberries.
Will you eat there? Sit between you and Daddy then.
Oh, that's a big chunk of beef.
There's build your own wrap. There's sausage and mash.
Steak in there.
Crowman. There's no chips in there. You can have it, but just understand like a cold
We're in the garden area of this pub. lemon balm here, chard, and chicken there.
It's Cardigan House.
And very old car.
Says this house, I don't know, something like the Earl of Cardigan, James Thomas Brundell, who led the charge of the Light Brigade in the Crimean War in 1854. Facades, it says. It says a local man and London merchant. The Bede houses opposite were founded in 1641 for poor local bachelors and widows, and in 1847 a small museum opened, housing artefacts such as a carved stone leper head, stuffed animals from China, and local Saxon spearheads.
It's a really good Pizza Express branch.
It said the chimney earlier was part of a workhouse where they had a spinning factory for making like clothing. And then in 1793, manufacturers from Leicester, intent on destroying any competition, marched on Melton and were halted by the militia at Leicester Bridge. Soon after, the town entrepreneurs abandoned any attempts at setting up a spinning mill. This helped to determine Melton's future as a strong rural centre, and large-scale industry passed Melton by until the end of the 19th century. We're currently here. We're going to head down there, then up Leicester Street, I think that's what it says, towards this hall, and then we'll probably head back round into the main market area.
It was just, she lived in, I can't remember, she had a really big place that she lived in. But all of these would be the income.
Right.
So she'd be getting the income from the property. The property was about how much money you could get from it.
Right, okay, so it's her estate rather than...
Yeah, exactly. So you gave her lots of houses and manors, and from that she...
This is an old courthouse.
It says, through the hole in the door, they used to give out bread to the poor. Doled out, which is why you're on the dole, because you're receiving handouts. In the words description. So this is the other side of the door where historically they doled out bread to the poor of the parish. This is Egerton Lodge, and it was acquired by the town estate. Cornhill High Street. So this historically was a corn exchange built in 1854. So the town's wealth was agricultural around trading wheat and other grains, and that's why there was the corn cross. The old pie shop.
That's Melton Mowbray.
It's good, all the prices are the same per kilogram.
Oh. Lots of pork pies.
Thank you.
These are absolutely creamy. These look amazing. They are filled with Stilton cheese. Just want to tell you how they make pork pies.
Yeah.
So you use a wooden mould to form pastry shape and put the pork inside. And then you crimp the pastry. And then they form a star shape. And there's your Melton Mowbray pork pie. So Stilton cheese is only made in Leicestershire, Derbyshire and Nottinghamshire, and the byproduct from cheese making is whey, the protein from the split milk, and that's the reason that they grew pigs here. They fed the waste product to the pig and then turned the pigs into pork pies. So yeah, we're going to have our nice pork pie later on. There's the pie shop started in 1851, and in 1854 they invented the original Melton Hunt cake that was given to the Melton Hunt, who went and hunted foxes on the when they had their own.
That's cornbread.
So this is the pork pie we got. It was a hand-raised one, but we're just going to eat the pork pie and then have our cheese and cake.
Yeah, we asked the lady to cut them into pieces.
So there's your kind of crimp pie. Similar style of shape to the steak pie at lunch. So obviously this was the authentic shape before, and then the steak pie is kind of in that style.
They go this way or like having a jungle pork. Was worth coming here.
It's got a good spice level. A lot of pepper.
We got a massive map from the pie shop. We have this in A4 size anyway, but ooh,
Do you want to have some Stilton?
yeah. Oh, thank you.
The Stilton had a really nice tang and was really creamy. Good quality Stilton. Named after the Sherrod family, Earls of Harborough, Sherrod Street, formerly Beast Market, had an unusual mix of grand houses interspersed with workshops, ale houses, and even an open sewer. So the Black Swan was one of the pubs, ale houses that it talked about on that little plaque about this street. So this building in 1904 was the Constitutional Club. Now it's the Modern Conservative Club. So, although socially conservative, changes over time.
That's a museum. It used to be a college.
So this is a Stilton spoon with a deer antler handle, and it's used to scoop out the cheese from a full half wheel of Stilton. You've got the old signalling box along the tracks. So on the approach to the station, you've got the changing of the tracks into the different lines, all kind of fanning out from the double tracks into these two singles.
other. Once the trains have been joined together, the train doors will be open and then the train will depart. Approximately 1722, along Buckby, Northampton and stations on towards London Euston.